So Cyberpunk 2077 is just 3 days away, and the hype is overwhelming. People are getting ready left and right, ready to play this game, and reviews are out. This video, it's not my review. This video, it's all the reviews, and this video is coming all from Metacritic, and right now, the game is at a 91, and by the way, this is the PC version. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give it a like, subscribe, and if you like my content, make sure you go with notifications on and I put videos any other day, and let's get straight out. So Cyberpunk 2077, it's coming very well, and right now in Metacritic has a 91. By the way, this is the PC version, okay, not the PlayStation 5, not the Xbox Series version, not the base consoles version, though. This is a PC. And it right now has the badge of the must play. It is a 91 with 43 Metascores. No scores available because nobody has played the game outside the players, only reviewers. So let's get right into it. This is coming by VGC. It has 100 points and is an immersive and stunningly crafted RPG, which has raised the bar for cinematic and quality in open world games. Just beware of bugs issues at release. So yeah, we have seen some bugs, and well, not just some bugs, some oh my god bugs. Yeah, everybody I have seen has said that the game suffers from the same thing as Witcher, that it has bugs, character facing through things, and yada yada yada. So we continue reading because I want to emphasize in the reviews and the bugs at the later on of the video. This one just caught me off guard. Cyberpunk 2077 kicks you in this beautiful, dazzling dense cityscape with a few restrictions. It offers you a staggering amount of choices in how to build your character. Approach guests and confront enemies, and your decision can have a tangible and narrow feeling impact on both the world and around you, and the stories of the people who have it in it. Those stories can be emotional, funny, dark, exciting, and sometimes all of those things at once. The main quest may be shorter than expected when it takes on its own. It's not always clear what you need to make a meaningful changes in its finale. But the multitude of the side quests available almost from the start can have a surprisingly powerful effect on the options you have when you get there. It's a shame that frequent bugs can occasionally kill an otherwise well-set mood, but Cyberpunk 2077 impressively flexible design makes it a truly remarkable RPG. This is coming from IGN. And for all you know, I always have been at war with IGN, saying that their systems from reviewing games are just playing because, you know, with their benefits. I have seen great games from, I can say, from 9 to 10s, be with a measly 7 to 6, like Death Stranding. Death Stranding for me was an 8 to 9, and they just give it a 6, and that was a beautiful and bastardized things. Yeah. We continue reading. This is coming for VG247. In the midst of such intense anticipation and scrutiny, it's easy to get carried away with how Cyberpunk 2077 could have been. The final experience might be more familiar than many predicted, with plenty of elements that aren't perfect, but it's dripping with detail and engaging stories. With so much to see and do, Cyberpunk 2077, it's kind of RPG where you blink and hours go by, which is what we need to finish off 2020. Yeah! Many people are talking about how the side quests are really engaging, just like in Witcher 3, but this time it's much more engaging than so many games right now. I have seen so many things about the story saying that it's just amazing and has unique kind to it. Like Johnny Silverhand and V has some connection to it, and it has it's like a duo, the best duo right now, the best connection relationship. And I'm ready to play this. Really, I'm ready to play this because I am a fan of this kind of RPGs. The side quests so far, I have seen so many good things talking about it. The romance, the emotional things, everything surrounding the city. This is coming from a Game Informer. They review games very well sometimes, but yeah. Cyberpunk 2077 is dark and disturbing at times, friendly so. But the majority of its content is fascinating and loaded with depth through the various RPG systems and lore. I thoroughly enjoy my time in Night City, and Johnny Silverhand is a great partner to see sight with. Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't overstay its welcome with its critical path story and invites players to jack and stay for 100 hours of unique content should they want to. It didn't blow me away like The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, but it's still the hell of an opening to what will hopefully be a new series. Oh! That was okay, for me it didn't explore, the thing he's just saying that for him it didn't explore him, but in some kind of way it did. Like, you know, like Cyberpunk 2077 is a fresh start for CD Projekt Red, because coming from a medieval sci-fi fantasy world like The Witcher 3, that is one of the best RPG, if not the best RPG out there, it's a change of pace in my opinion, and I think many people will be glad to see a change in Cyberpunk 2077. So Johnny Silverhand is a thing that has heard that it's one of the things that Cyberpunk 2077 has to this day. So yeah, when we finish this, like I said, I will be talking about the bugs and the length of the game. This is coming from Eurogamer. From its very beginning, Cyberpunk 2077 had to deal with expectations. Not all of them have been met. Still, CD Projekt Red has created a stunning video game. I don't understand that really. So, like not all have them met. Like, I know some things will get mad. Like I know CD Projekt Red cut customization cars. It cut wall running. I know it cut so many things, but yeah, the game's still out there. It has some great things to it. So this is coming from ScreenRant. I follow this guy. This guy's know what he's talking about. Cyberpunk 2077 is ultimately a game that's tailor-made for the multiple playthroughs. The more skills the V unlocks and deeper they sink into the conspiracies of Night City, the more it becomes clear that this is a game which fans will happily sink their time into. Well, past the relatively short main campaign. Everybody's talking about the short campaign, and in my opinion, it's not that short. I saw how roughly it will take you to beat the game. And it's not that short. Like I said, we'll talk in the film. And this is the final one I could find that is kind of like a negative mixed type of review. And later on, when I do my review, I will see if there are some bad negative reviews, like a 0, like a 5, like a 6. So this is coming from GameSpot. Your mileage may be varied, but our experience, the bugs are obstructive and substantial across the board, often forcing us to reload saves or exit the game entirely. It's hard to get into the world we constantly have to leave, but then it's hard to get into Cyberpunk 2077 world in general. So much it is superficial, scent dressing, there's so much happening all around you. Ads go off all the time, gunfires break out on the street, text coming out about cars you never buy, not a lot of game feels superficial. The side quests and the characters they showcase are a shining beacon through the neon-soaked bleakness of Night City. And they give you room to explore the best core RPG mechanics have to offer. There are who carry me through the otherwise disappointing experience. So we have seen the reviews right now. I'm going to show you the reviews. By the way, the link will be down below on the Metacritic, so you can go see it. The first thing I want to say, remember this is the PC version already. I really want to see how it runs on the base consoles, not the next gen consoles. I know it will run very well on those consoles. So the thing I want to say is that I found these reviews really trashing the length of the story. I have seen that the story takes roughly 20 to 40 hours. That it's not short. I can tell you that Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone, God of War, The Last of Us, and Witcher had around the exact same length, depending on what you do. If you rush through the story, many of those stories will take 20 to 25 hours. Witcher, on the other half, it's 35 to 45 to 50 hours. So that is not short. Don't go with that bullshit that the game is short, okay? And yes, the other thing that we want to talk about is the bugs. There has been a lot of bugs in this game, and yes, I don't think bugs should have been concerning. Well, if it's a game-breaking bug that it will break your game, and let's say you're like 15 hours in the game, and it really resets your story so far into the beginning, that it should be very bad. But the game that characters face through object things, no, I don't care. A game that I really love is in my heart is Days Gone. And everybody knows that Days Gone used to have a lot of issues. And right now the game is in perfect condition. If you play on the PS5, you're playing a next-gen game, brother. You're playing a next-gen game, okay? So, bugs, story length. All I can say is that Cyberpunk 2077, it delivers. But there's a but on this. We're only seeing the PC version, and all these reviews are playing on a high-speed specs PC. Or I think IGN was playing on a 380, I think. And yeah, so we need to see how it does well on the base consoles. And I will review on the base console and how the game works, how the game frame rate holds up. So guys, comment below, let me know what you think about the video. Link on the Metacritic so you can see the reviews are down below. Tell me, which console are you gonna play Cyberpunk 2077? And I know many of you are gonna buy on the base consoles, and I understand that. I got tons of videos more on Cyberpunk 2077. This has been the Cyberpunk 2077 reviews, and I'll see you next time, the next Rating Guy Show. Peace out.